I'm reading a creator-owned comic every day for a month, and today it's Elysian Fields Part 1. It's actually a remastered version of this story. It may have gone through one or two versions before this. I can't quite recall, but this is by Michael Oden with art by William Walrath. It's got this really interesting foil cover. It's really probably not picking up exactly how it looks under the light here, but it's very cool. It's oversized, I think, both in length and width. And yeah, as you can probably tell, it's about the Elysian Fields. We've got Hercules here. I've already stuffed it up. Sorry, Michael. We've got Achilles here on the front. He is the main hero of the story. And we open it up and you've got the Siege of Troy. I know Michael personally. He is a big history buff. He loves things like, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, anything ancient pretty much. So the idea behind this story is, what if you could get the classic heroes of all these ancient mythologies and, histories and get them all into one book? How would you go about that? And to get to that place, we start with this battle here outside of Troy with King Memnon. And very quickly, he gets into it with Achilles here. He's got his spear. And they go to battle. But unfortunately for Memnon, as, brutal as he is no match for the speed of Achilles. And he does come to a very quick, ignominious end. And then directly after that, unfortunately, as we know by Achilles' namesake, he does have a weak spot and he is hit by an arrow and succumbs to his wounds and his weak spot. And that is how the story begins, because now he travels down into Hades with, I think it's Charon. If I remember correctly, I'm not always 100% on that. We get a little side story here with him and his lover. But very quickly, we're back in Hades. And really what this is, the story is heading towards, is the Elysian Fields, where he does take the helm back on. And you can see here this gladiator stadium here. And that's really where the action takes place. Really cool art here. I really dig all this, the way this is drawn. If you ever did see the first Elysian Fields, you'll see just how much of a improvement Williams' art is on this. And I didn't catch the colorist, Ruvian. They've really done an amazing job. Ruvian, the artist, is the colorist, is given the colors are kind of like, I don't quite know how to describe it. He's sort of mixing a sort of almost pencil type coloring style with a bit of blurs. It's very interesting. But we find ourselves in this stadium, and this is where the main concept of the story comes into place. So like I said, imagine you got Gilgamesh of ancient Sumer versus Hippolyte. We've got Enkidu versus, I think that's Heracles over there. Imagine that. Imagine you could have all these great warriors of, myths fighting each other in battle. It's the way it's written. It's kind of reminded me of what I know. I mean, I don't know too much. What I know of things like manga. There's a lot of laughing and like yelling and pronouncing how you're going to, kill someone here and there. You gotta big yourself up and then get into a, like here's Gilgamesh there. Indeed. And for that, you will receive a warrior's end. That sort of stuff. I don't know how much I want to get into where it leads. I will just say the ending of the story, there is a battle that takes place. We meet the Bull of Heaven. If anyone's familiar with the Epic of Gilgamesh, you'll recognize Enkidu and Gilgamesh and the Bull of Heaven. It does end, in the thick of battle, which is a little bit awkward because it's not quite a cliffhanger. It feels like it's just sort of the middle of it. And I don't know what solution there could be to that other than just, having more of the book done. But this is, it's not short. I don't know exactly how long it is, but he got quite a lot of the book done. So I don't know what the solution to that might be. I mean, cutting it off earlier, because we do have sort of two different stories here. We have him in the Elysian fields, and then we have the introduction to Achilles. I don't know where he might have chopped it or, otherwise, but I just, that sort of was my takeaway, was like, it kind of felt like it ended right in the middle of something. That's really my only, critique I have of it. I love Gilgamesh. I'm not as super aware of all the Greek heroes and everything, but I do know of them, and I love history and I love mythology, so I really did enjoy that sort of stuff. I hear he did previously put out a follow-up to the original book, and he says like he's going back and reworking that as well. It is a real major reworking, but I'm very interested to see the conclusion to this battle, especially Achilles versus Gilgamesh, and then go on to see even more and see maybe learn a bit more about Hades' Elysian Fields battle that he's got going on here. So yeah, very cool book here by Michael Oden. Go check it out, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.